I'm sitting on the floor because I do not have furniture. Hey everyone, welcome to my little corner of yarn and creativity. I thought I'd take a minute to introduce myself while I sort through my bag. Where's the bag? Oh, my bag of granny squares. And honestly, this is where the magic happens. Well, at least in my house. Anyways, yeah, I'm here on the floor because this is my little corner, my favorite, one of my favorite spot, that I like to sit and crochet. And it's not because of this like easy access to yarn right here. This is a shoe rack or whatever you call it that goes over the door, but I use it as my yarn holder. So yeah, it's not because of that. That is a bonus though. This is actually because of this right here. This is where I store my work in progress in these drawers right here. So I like to sit here and reach over and grab anything I want. Now, this right here, this is also I call this my granny bucket. It's full of granny squares. I Every time I learn a new granny square, I just put it in there. And if I need to, redo or use the pattern for something, I just check in that bucket for um, granny squares. So yeah, this is also why I see it here. I have my granny bucket going here, and this one right here, this I call it my quip. I know this sounds, I don't know if it sounds funny to you, but every time I say it out loud, I smile or laugh because it sounds a little bit dirty. I call it my quip because it's currently work in progress. Now, when I say currently, it's not just like currently, currently. I have a few currentlies, if you know what I mean. I know you have a lot of currentlies too. But yeah, I have like, let's see, this is actually a leg pants that I was gonna finish for Valentine's Day, but it's actually like 23rd February right now, so I never got to finish that for Valentine's. So I guess I'm not calling it a Valentine's pants anymore. This is gonna be just a regular pants, but it has pink in it. I also Now this is a cute pattern that I learned. I forgot what it's called. It's some sort of shell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but look at this. This is supposed to be a hat. This is one of my quips, but it's actually oof, 4 years old. I know at this point I shouldn't be calling it quips. It's not current anymore. It's 4 years old. So yeah, I was like every time I look at these, I'm like I have to redo it. This is supposed to be a hat. Now don't laugh at me. Look at the shape. It started up. It's Let me put this down so I can talk. So it started out like really nice and cute right here where the ribbing is, and then I was supposed to expand it a little bit and then decrease the size up, right? But I don't know. I made it. I don't even know where I went wrong. I mean, I kind of know I did the expanding a little bit too much or the decreasing a little bit too much or too, yeah, too much. So it's like too big or bulky here, and then it's not, it's too narrow this side up. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm using the right terms to describe what's happening here, but you get what I mean. Yeah, that is why I sit here. I have all these things that I have to look at it and remind myself that yes, I still have projects that I need to finish, but again, some of them are, this is 4 years old. I probably got some 5-year olds somewhere. And yeah, so I have some of the questions written down that I thought you might be interested to know, like who am I and where I'm from, how did I get into crocheting, what's my favorite thing to crochet, how long I've been crocheting, um, what are some of the projects that I have actually finished. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that while like I said, I'm gonna sort through my bag of Granny Square. No, this, you're probably wondering, why do I need to do that? This is actually one of my WIPs, or my work in progress, and it's supposed to be a throw-over blanket that I was gonna put it over the couch. And I think this is also 4 years old because I never got to finish it. And this year, 2026, I'm thinking I should at least finish a big project. So that's gonna be that throw-over blanket for me. So I have um these are all a bunch of granny squares. I did them all in the same pattern, just a basic circle turning into squares and all that. Um, but I used the, what is it called? Just wrong one. There. So I use this jumbo jumbo stripes here for the circle, and I have this Caron jumbo for the square part of the granny. Now it's been, like I said, a few years, and I have it all mixed up. And this is why I needed to sort this out. I'm gonna tell you guys quickly, and then we can get to answering some of the questions. So, as you guys can see, this um, stripes goes from light to dark shade, and I have these um, granny squares like that too. So um, each square is a different shade, and I need to now sort them so that they are in the correct order for when I lay it down. So it's not like I have all the same shade, together. I wanted to have them aligned the way this yarn is, the way the stripes are, how do you say it, changing colors in the shade, or you know what I mean. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do here. So I'm gonna do that while I answer some of the questions. So let me adjust my camera so I can sort and talk. I can't even see myself. There we go. You're not going to be able to see part of my hair, but who cares? This is not about my hair. It's a mess anyways. So we're going to start. I am going to just do dark, light, brown, and in betweens. Like I have both this and this, and then later I'm going to go in again and do that. So yeah. Uh, First of all, let me grab a handful first, or two handfuls. And we're gonna start. Let's see what my first question is. Oh, my name. I guess I never did say my name. My bad. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ambai. Here's something about me. My name is Caroline, aka Ambai, and the reason why I use Ambai for my channel instead of my name Caroline, because like I said, I go Caroline, aka Ambai. From where I'm from, Ambai means girl, or sis, depending on how you use it. So let's say if I come here and I go, hey Ambai, like if I say it directly to you, it's gonna be like, hey girl. Or if I say it like, what's up Ambais, it's like me saying, what's up ladies. So you get what I mean. Depending on how you use it in a sentence, where I'm from, Ambai simply means that. Like it's girl or sis, or woman or female. So that's just from my area. There's so many different um, ways people can use that for the term girl or woman. But that is why I use it, because it's a name tag that if someone actually came across my channel, they're gonna know specifically that I'm from that place. That is why I use that. So, and I was thinking that maybe if I come up here and greet you guys, like, what's up, guys, or what's up, ladies, you know what? It's gonna seem like odd, because you're gonna be like, why is she calling me Ambai? Like, my name's not that. So that's why I've been holding out on that. And I thought I should, you know, mention it first. So if that came up naturally, you would know that, oh, that's what she meant. Because you've seen this video of me explaining what it actually means. So that's why every time I say I'm bi, that's what it means. So yeah, if I happen to say that, or I greet you, or like welcome you guys using that term, I'm not trying to put my name, because my channel uses that. I'm not trying to put that on you. That's just why I'm calling you that. But again, it's um, you have to know what it means and where it comes from to get the meaning of it. That's why I've been holding out on saying that. But yeah, let me know if you guys feel like, oh, that's a cute like way of, maybe not cute, but that's just a different way of somebody addressing you, like, hey sis, or hey girl. I'll be like, hey, I'm by, you know. So yeah, let me know if that's something you guys are willing to flow with, and we're gonna do that. But that's just a little bit of backstory about my channel. Now we're gonna go into why I started crocheting and when. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this bracelet right here is from the same yarn that I made this right here. I just noticed it. Yeah, that is also gonna be something that I might post. I think I'm going off track. Okay, so back to when I started crocheting and why I started crocheting. So I started crocheting, or I learned to crochet in, I think it was 2019, 2019. And when I say I learned to crochet, I only meant I learned how to hold the hook and the yarn over, and I think I only learned double crochet. And here's why I did. So a little bit of extra fun fact. This is um this is a bilum. This is what we call bilum in my country, and it's similar to crochet. And by that I mean you use yarn to make this too, but the technique is a little bit different. So there's a few different, style and pattern that the women in my country make these bilums. And I don't know that. I don't know how to make this. This is a craft that you need to learn, and I don't know how to do it. But this is where I tell you how I got into learning that double crochet. This was one of the bilums. that I was gonna bring to US with me. It has, this is made up of shells, like real shells. And the string or the handle that came with it was like really short, like right about here. And it was supposed to be a cute, like, purse, like that. But I needed it to be longer. So this is my first ever crochet that I did. I made this handle right here. I know it's not a lot, but like I said, I only learned the double crochet stitch just so I can do this. And I made the handle just so I can bring this with me. But that is how I got into crocheting. And I learned the stitch, not like get into it. Now, when did I actually get into crocheting and learning all the other stitches? That happened in 2020 when COVID hit, right? So there was like, when COVID happened, there was nowhere to go and all that. So I thought, why not start learning into it? Because that's all you can do at that time, just watch and stay at home. So I got into learning everything, the rest of the stitches in 2020. So 2020, it's what? So yeah, I've been crocheting for 5 years, I should say. And I didn't um, start off like going into, you know, all these right away. This was 4 years. The first year I only did earrings. Like, this is so I was doing just regular crochet earrings, and then I did add beads to it, and I did a little bit of bracelets. So I was just testing out all the simple, quick, easy things, and mostly all the stuff that I can actually wear for myself. I did make some earrings and give it to my in-laws, and they love it. But yeah, that was what I was doing um, first year. Then I started getting into just recently. Uh, this was after the earring era where I was like, okay, I am done. I've made so many earrings. It's like there's every. Here's the thing about crochet earrings. I feel like that's just my opinion. I feel like crochet earrings are dressy. If you know what I mean, like if you wear it out, you're gonna have to dress nicely and then wear those. But you can't just wear it. Like I can put a hook on and wear it with my regular leggings and stuff. But for crochet earrings, you have to be a little bit dressy for that. And where I'm from, you can. It's normal. Like people, the dressing is it's normal for you to wear crochet earrings because we have blouses. I guess I have to put a picture up for you to see what I mean. But yeah. But when I came here, it seemed like it's sort of like a thing that you do to be dressy. And I still have a lot to learn, but I made enough that I thought, okay, now I should probably move on. I've done enough earring. Let me move on to something else. So that's when I started getting into um, this right here. I was thinking now maybe I should do like simple house stuff. So I started this. I also did a table cover. I did I did a few coasters here and there. I did. Oh, and then I think I really got into it last year because the previous years we were living in apartments and um, we didn't have like our own private yard or anything like that. But 2 years ago we moved here and now we have our own yard. So um, when Halloween came around, I was like, okay, I have a yard. I can actually start making stuff for decoration. So yeah, I started really getting into it 2 years ago. And my first project was a big, I don't know if I should say it. My first project was a big spider web that it turned out really good. I liked it. But yeah, I started getting really into it 2 years ago. I went crazy. I made a whole bunch of Halloween decorations for indoors and outdoors. After that, I was only doing holiday stuff. So I would make Christmas stuff during when it's close to Christmas, and then the next holiday I did some Fourth of July earrings and cozy and all that stuff. But yes, since moving here 2 years ago, and that gave me an extra reason to really get into like creating stuff that I can actually and display. And once I started doing that, I was like, well, that's fun and all, and now I need to make my own clothes. So the problem isn't that I don't want to make clothes. The problem is I'm still really slow. Like it takes me about maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes to learn a new granny square. Like I have to do that first round and then I have to redo it just so I can, fully understand it myself. So yeah, that's how long it takes to make a granny square. So if I have to make like a full um, a big project, it takes forever. So like I said, this year I'm getting into actually finishing some of my whips, my work in progress. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to at least finish something. So this is the first whip that I'm planning on finishing. So you're gonna have to come back for a part two to see the finished product of how this throwover is going. And okay, so what else is on my question? I keep going. I apologize if I go off track. Um, one of my questions was how many whips do I currently have? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's definitely more than 10, maybe 12. I mean, you can relate, right? Oh yeah, it is what one of the questions is what is my favorite thing to crochet? Hmm. I would say if you asked me like a couple of years ago, I would say earrings for sure because I like to wear them. I get um, excited every time I make a new one, and they're always my favorite because, like I said, I get to wear them myself. So, but now I am gonna say one of my favorite things to make. I know it sounds so basic, but I'm gonna say it. One of my favorite things to make is granny squares. Now, I only say that because I've been learning a whole bunch of granny squares recently, and it's just there's something about them that every time you learn a new granny square, you think of all the things that you could make that would look cute with that pattern. So yeah, I would say my favorite thing to do right now is granny squares. And I've been slacking on that too, so which is another thing that I'm gonna be doing. If you are interested, I would say, make 2 videos for granny squares each week. I would try to do that, but I'm going I'm probably gonna be able to post only one video, like make a tutorial and post it. But I would try to do that. I would try and make at least one new granny square each week. So yeah, come by again next week if you are interested to see what Granny Square I might share. Um, oh, also, I want to add that the reason why I really got into crocheting and learning and trying to learn all that was because, like I said, I was just excited to make my own clothes. That's why I am going into making garments. And no, I haven't made anything yet. I have a work in progress of a crochet top that I still have to finish. I have a work in progress of a, I think it's a swimsuit cover up. So you know exactly what I mean. It's not like it's a full um, pattern that's gonna take a lot of yarn or forever to finish. But even though it's that, I still cannot finish it. So yeah, I have those that I need to do. I have a few. I also have hats, like I said. These I'm gonna have to redo. Um, yeah, I don't even want to dig into that right now, but I have at least maybe five in here that I say it's quip currently working in progress, but they're not like current year. They're like 2, 3 years old. So yeah. Um, Again, I'm trying to finish this, and once I finish this, I feel like I'm gonna be motivated and I'm gonna feel accomplished to move on to my next work in progress projects and finish them up. But wait, I think, yeah, I don't know. I guess some of you might be curious, but it says to ask if you are a coffee or tea kind of person when you crochet. I guess this is a popular question. So, I am not a tea or a coffee. I am actually a hot chocolate person. Uh, I Coffee is fine, but I don't like a lot of caffeine. If I'm just starting out the day, that's fine. But throughout the day or at night, I drink hot chocolate. And yeah, I usually like to binge watch Walking Dead, or I have the music playing, or any other crime show. I have that playing while I crochet. So that's a little um, fact about me. That's what I do. I do hot chocolate. And, and what you can expect from my channel is, I don't know, did I mention what I was doing? I got a little bit carried away, but yes, you're gonna, of course, you're gonna get a few granny squares. I'm gonna be making simple, easy stuff that mostly you can use for yourself or sell. That is also one thing that I forgot to mention, that I learned small stuff or simple basic stuff that you could make to sell or for yourself. But the point was, I make those because I have a second account where I teach people in my language how to crochet, and they are really interested in knowing about small items that they can make for themselves or they can sell. So that's what I would be doing a lot, or in the coming up videos, I should say, um, because I'm also sharing that with, like I said, with my other my other channel where I post in my language to help people in my country learn how to crochet. That is also one of the main reason that I got more into crocheting and trying to learn different stuff that you can create with crochet, like I mentioned, clothes, or with my Halloween decoration, just simple everyday stuff that you can either use or make a whole bunch of it and have it on end that you can sell it. So that's what the people in my country, they are really interested into knowing about crochet items that they can sell and make money. So that's why I am um, mostly gonna be focusing on the small stuff first. So it's gonna be like keychains or ornaments or coasters. I've posted a few of those if you have seen my videos. Um, Flowers, and yeah. So that is why I'm trying to, learn and make this and finish all this so I can actually have a knowledge that I can translate into my language and share it with my followers of people from my country. So, yeah, that is also one thing that I should mention is why I got into crocheting, or why I um, am really getting into crocheting now instead of like a couple of years ago, like I said, when I was only doing earrings. Yeah, that is also one of the things that they are interested in, making earrings that they can sell. So that's what I'm gonna be making tutorials of them too coming up. Again, I'm gonna put whatever I think my friends or people from my country. I don't know how else to call them. I don't want to keep saying my people because I do not own them. Um, my native, I don't know now. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I'm making whatever I learn. First thing is gonna be to help those. So I'm gonna be making videos that's gonna be small stuff or easy stuff that you can make or cheap if it's like anything that you need to buy and to create like not just rope or yarn. If you have to, like, for example, keychains, huh? If you need to buy keychains, a whole stack of them, I'm gonna be, making those because they are cheaper to get. So there's a small project that is gonna be easy for them. That's why I'm gonna be making those. So that's just an example. Whatever I do, like I said, I'm gonna try to share it with you guys. But mostly whatever I learn and I share it with you guys is what I share it to them. So I'm trying to expand my knowledge, and by that, it means I'm gonna be throwing a whole variation of crochet videos out there. I'm just starting out with granny squares, but that's because currently they're interested in making bags, and I told them the only way to do that and to have really beautiful granny squares bag, you need to know a whole lot of you know patterns that you can pick from and make your bags from. So that is why I'm gonna be doing a few granny squares every week. I'll try to make one at least, and then we're gonna see what else I can make, like the small projects that I mentioned that is gonna be easy to sell or make and sell. And yeah, it's gonna be a whole variations because I am learning it myself. It's not like some of the things I learn and I post that I just learn of it. I know you guys might watch a few videos, some of my earlier videos, and it probably sounded a little bit like I don't want to say confusing and put you off subscribing, because it's not that. It's just that I was not used to. I still am. I'm not used to the crochet terms, or like I would mix saying hook and needle. Like that's just so basic. But I still mess that up sometimes. I'm still getting there. But yes, that is what you should expect if you want to stick around and chill. And this is just my first vlog video that I'm doing. I'm gonna be doing a second part for this. So if you're interested, come back, come back later and check out my channel. If you don't want to subscribe yet, but otherwise, please subscribe. And yes, it would help my channel to grow. If you have any questions or if you have any tips, let me know. Um, and by the way, I have a question for you guys. I've been using acrylic yarn because ever since, well, nobody told me that crocheting is gonna be such an expensive hobby. Like, I didn't know that. I don't have to tell you guys. You guys know how much exactly it costs. And I've been sticking with acrylic because it is the cheapest of all the other, you know, texture, or I don't, what is it called? Is it texture? Or we have acrylic, cotton. Is it different yarn type? See, I don't even know. All I know is that acrylic is the cheapest, and that's what I've been using. So, if you have any brand or a favorite yarn that you think is not that expensive, but it's, a little better than acrylic, I would appreciate you, you know, commenting and let me know, and I would check it out. Right now we have only, yeah, we have a Michaels and a Hobby Lobby in the area. Yeah, so those are the two places I can check for yarn. I go there, or I just grab Walmart acrylic yarn. But yes, I would appreciate that if you let me know um any yarn that is not acrylic, and also if you don't mind, let me know like what can I make with them. Like, I want to try making clothes, but I know acrylic is, I I have actually never done it, so but I just assume that it's gonna be like scratchy or itchy. So I've never, like I said, I've never finished any clothing. But that's just me assuming that it's gonna be that. Like, my first clothing is again this pant, pants here. This is just one leg. This is also gonna be another uh, vlog update tutorial in parts to see how this is going. But yeah, that's my first clothing that I'm actually trying to finish. So let me know, please, whatever yarn I can use to make clothes. I'm thinking like cardigans, simple cardigans with granny squares. So if you have a brand or yarn type that you think is gonna be not as expensive, but it's, gonna feel good on the skin. That's what I'm trying. I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. It's not just acrylic. It's, you know something that you're gonna wear. I don't know if I'm asking it right. Anyways, I hope I'm not going off track. I have answered some of the questions that you might have of me, and yeah, if you have any, or I missed out on answering some question that you might be interested in and I never got to answer it, please ask away. I'm trying to build a friendly little cozy pack of crochet ambis. Yes, I am saying ambis. I'm calling you an ambi because, hey girl, I am trying to get to know you guys better. steal some of your crochet knowledge. Um, so yeah, let me know what you guys think, and come back if you are interested to see how this is going. Now I still have to sort this out. Now I have to really get into it. So here's what I mean. Look, let me show which. Hmm. So um, this one right here, it ended with this shade, right? So my next granny that's gonna be next to this one, this is probably, is this similar? Yeah. So this is going to be like this. Oh wait, no, that's the opposite way. Oof. Yeah, I have a lot of figuring out to do. So I thought if it ended with this shade, then I can just have the next shade up. But this is the beginning shade right here, and this is the ending shade. So with this beginning shade, it means the one before it is gonna have a dark um, shade like this. And then this ending shade is a little bit lighter, so it's gonna have, maybe this is not so dark. No, this is dark. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe this. So this is gonna be the one before this one. Oh wait, yeah. See, I thought I was explaining it, but I'm doing it all wrong. You're gonna have to come back. I'm gonna try to figure it out. You're gonna have to come back and um, see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for chilling with me. I hope now you know me a little bit more. If there's something that I should have mentioned and I didn't, for like, as an introduction that you should get to know about me and you would want to know about it, um, please don't hesitate, let me know, comment, or I don't know, eventually I might remember that I forgot to mention that and I'll make another video. But yes, thank you for chilling with me. I'm gonna go try figure this out, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I thought I was done. I still have a few.